All right. So this is kind of the order of operations today. Kind of. We're going to mix naming and formulas kind of together. But we talked about it yesterday, and I'm going to see how much you retained. On your own, try sodium oxide. What? We talked about it yesterday. And it's all right. It's not graded. Just give it a shot. What? You don't. No. Not graded. I'm not looking at it. You're keeping it for yourself. This is for your own use. But give it a shot for your own benefit. Yep. If you remember right, you use the first syllable of the element, and you add "ide" on the end. So OX is a very familiar element. Oxygen. It's a good question. Scientists like to mess with you. Try it out. We'll regroup on the board. Think about the charges. What charges do they have? The oxidation number. Yep, trying to get it to 0. Yeah, and we're making the compound. Like NaCl would be a compound. 1 sodium, 1 chlorine.
And I think everyone would agree this is not a Herculean task to write this down. I'm asking a whole lot of
Okay. Good question. So you can do the electron dot diagram. That's a great point. I'm just looking for, it's not on the board, if the formula of it. So if the name of sodium chloride, then the formula would look like this. Formula, name. Electron dot diagram would be this. So I'm just looking for the formula of it, not the electron dot diagram. You can do it, absolutely. Does not hurt you, but.
You don't have to change it a lot. Lithium and sodium are in the same pound.
I'm sorry, I didn't even. That's my bad. Here, I'll go. NaNA. All right, there we go. Fixed it. I was just working too fast. Wasn't thinking. Yes.
Just in case your microphone
Yep.
goes out, that would start blinking.
Okay. There's batteries.
I'll get the batteries down there.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Try it.
Huh?
Did you try it?
No.
I'd try it. How are we coming on it? Just the first one. I know some people might be working ahead. That's okay. That's fine. But is everybody done on the first one?
You put the 2 inside of it?
We'll get there. Yeah. So it's okay to be wrong. At least you tried. So let's do it. So sodium is what? What's the Na? Thank you. The symbol is what I was looking for, atomic symbol. So Na. Oxide is what? Oh, oxygen. OX, oxygen. Yes. So, what's the charge on oxygen? What's the oxidation number? -2? Yep. So, here's a rule. Not a rule, but a thing you can use that'll make it way easier. If you start with the negative element first, it will come out better for you. It'll help you. So what's the oxidation number on sodium? +1. Do our charges equal? No. So using, I wrote this in a spot, I can't do this. Using the least common, I'm just going to move it. So we got this so far. Using the least common multiple. So what's the least common multiple of that? 2? Did you say 2? 2. So I'm going to go like this. 2 divided by 2 is what?
2 divided by -2.
Okay, don't worry about the negative. 2 divided by 2 is what? We're just number 1. So this is just going to tell me how many I have, right? So 1. We don't have to write 1. It's expected. If there's no number, it's 1. Okay? So 1, 1. 2 divided by 1 is what? 2 divided by 1 is what? 2. So this would be our formula. What does this mean if there's a 2 behind the Na? There's 2 sodiums. Yep. Does that make sense to everybody? Why we didn't include the negative? Okay, it's negative because it has a -2 charge. So in order for these to cancel out, there has to be 2 positive charges. So how am I going to do this? So quickly, oxygen, right? Looks like this. And we have 2 positive. Oh, this is not the right way to do it, but I'll finish it out. If for those who did this, X. So that's the dot diagram for it. So the reason we have negatives up here is because 2 times 1 is 2. So that means we have 2 positive charges. Is that confusing for anybody? Just blink really fast if it's confusing. You don't have to raise your hand.
Instead of doing like that, can't you just know that there has to be 2 positive and 2 negative in order for it to be 0?
Yeah, if it's easier for you to do it that way, absolutely. This is long form teacher stuff to explain a way to do it. That's going to work every single time. Okay? So we're good with that, right?
May I interrupt quickly?
Absolutely.
How many electrons did oxygen gain?
Oh, yeah.
In that dot diagram, how many electrons? It gained 2 electrons, right? So that's why it's a -2 charge.
Yep.
Okay? And no, you don't have to do the dot diagram every time, but that helps you explain where that charge is coming from. And again, the -2, that's not a value, it's just showing you the charge. Okay? That's all it is. I understand you take 2 divided by -2, we think we get -1. No, we're just saying you have 1 oxygen. It has nothing to do with the negative value. It just says you got 2 electrons, and we know electrons have what charge? Positive or negative? Negative, so that's why it's just showing you what the charge is, not the value. Sorry, Mr. Wade.
No, that was great. AgCl, let's name it. Silver chloride. Yep. Silver chloride. Anybody confused?
How do you know when to call it chloride and not just chlorine?
Every single time. Yep. So every single on. Okay. Not almost every single time. If it's 2 CLs, Cl2, then it's chlorine.
So only when it has like the two.
Only when it's diatomic is what we call that.
Chlorine is more than one.
Say that again.
Chlorine is more than one.
Chlorine is more than one.
Anytime it forms a charge.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's a good way to put it. Anytime there's a charge on the chlorine, you're gonna go chloride. So take the first syllable, chlor, add "ide" to the end. And the reason here, I've heard this a couple times. Why do we use "ide"? Because way down the road, you'll see a chlorate, and that's a modification to the chlorine atom. Don't worry about it. Just know for now, you have to use "ide."
Word.
Word? Oh, you're just agreeing? Okay, cool. So, silver chloride. Good? Silver, chlor, and then you add the "ide." You always start with what? What's the? Why is silver in front? Why would I say chlorine sylvide?
Because it's first.
Nope.
Because sulfide doesn't make sense.
Chloride.
It has to do with the charges. Yep, it's positive. It has to do with the charges. Positive comes first. Negative comes second. Yep. All right. Silver oxide. Do you want to do it on your own quick? Okay, do it on your own. Yeah. Oh, shoot, I wasn't even thinking. Oh, yeah. Okay. This one there, too. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
After the double.
Like always after the cylinder? Or like
Only if it needs one. So,
How you doing? Is this making sense? Maybe you're just the bravest one to ask questions. Okay, good. No, I'm glad you asked. That's okay. Yeah. It is weird. You're right. That's why we do a bunch on the board. Then I'll give you your assignment. Are we good? Everybody good? Okay. You guide my hand. What do I write? Did everybody get that?
Sir.
If you didn't, that's okay.
I indeed did.
Why did we know it was 2 AGs?
Because sodium oxide.
Because oxygen has a positive 2. What does sodium or silver have? Oh, yeah. See, I'm thinking before I speak, or I'm speaking before I think. Negative 2. What's the other one have? Positive what? 1. So that means we have to have 2 to meet the negative 2. Yeah. Okay.
Let's do the next one.
Let's do the next one. Barium bromide. Do we want time?
Let's do it by
Okay, let's do it by ourselves.
the next one. Yeah.
barium?
Hey, it's 40. Hey, it's 35. It is?
Bromine?
Yeah.
Bromine, bromine. Yep. Barium. Why can't I find barium?
Why is there so many?
Ah, let's see. It's way down at the bottom in the S block, number 56.
What's 50?
Barium.
Wait.
Barium.
For this one,
Yep.
it has like multiple different charges.
Okay, yep. It's going to be in the 7th column, so it has a negative what? Nope, negative 1. So just like, that's a good question. I'm going to run over it on the board. These will all have negative 1. These will all have a negative 2 and negative 3. Won't have a negative 4, but yeah.
How do I know what number would go there? Because this one has like a bunch of.
You're right. So there's a good question going around. And bromine has a ton of different charges it can have. It's going to be negative 1. So like the ones above it, it's going to be negative 1. Same, what? Barium's, yeah. Huh? This doesn't?
No.
Does?
And what's the other one? What'd you get?
This is con, this is drink. Doesn't make sense.
Threw me off with that question.
You're trying to say,
Yeah, I don't get it.
Mr. Wegner.
One sec. She got a question first. I'm sorry.
IDE suffix, is it always going to be the 2?
No, so IDE is just the suffix we give to the negative ones, no matter what the charge is. So oxide has a negative 2, fluoride has a negative 1. Yeah.
I don't understand like whenever you do this part. The 2 or 1 and 2.
Okay, we'll do it up on the board then.
Sodium? Wait.
No, this is just what I just gave that as an example. Are we ready to regroup? Okay. Barium bromide. Barium. Ba. What kind of charge does barium have?
Positive 2.
Positive 2. Bromide.
Negative 1.
Bromine, right? Okay. So in the top right corner, yes, right, left. Top left corner. Is it? Which one is it on here?
It's right.
It's right. Okay, I'm sorry. It's right. They have a bunch of charges for bromine. Because it's a halogen, it's going to be negative 1 for our purposes. Because it's in the 7th column, it's going to be negative 1. So negative 1, right? Okay. I also heard some questions on how do I do this? Like, how do I do the least common multiple? So what's the least common multiple of 2 and 1? 2. So we're going to put 2 above both. 2 above both. What's 2 divided by 2? 1. What's 2 divided by 1? 2. So, well, we don't need the 1. Yep. I'm going to bring this closer. We doing good? It will. Should. No? You don't understand it. Okay. We'll finish off with this one, and then I'll hand out your worksheets. Name.
What? Name for what?
Oh, yes.
Name for what?
Okay. All right. Back up here. I'm going to add something else. I'm going to add one more step onto the game. Atomic masses. So, do we know what number the atomic mass? What's the atomic mass of? Let's go barium. So Ba. What's the atomic mass of that? So I'm going to write it over here so I have more room. So it has 137 for its atomic mass. What does bromine have for its atomic mass? Does everybody know where to find that? At the bottom. Yep. So bromine has a what atomic mass? 78, 79?
Round it up.
Okay, let's go 78. Well, shoot, let's just do the real number. Oh, it is 79. Yeah.
Round it up though.
Round up to 78.
No, round up to 80.
Oh, let's go 79. So, oh, hold on. We'll tell you. So, for atomic masses, we're adding up all the weights of the elements in the compound. So barium has an atomic mass of 137. So we have a one. Up here, everybody. Well, not everybody, but almost everybody. So barium, we have 137 for our atomic mass.
Yep.
Bromine, we have a 79 for our atomic mass. But how many bromine do we have? 2. So if I had, let's say these both weigh a pound. If I have 2 bromines, are they still going to weigh 79 if I put them both together? No. How much are they going to weigh? 2 pounds, right? So back up here, if bromine weighs 79 by itself, how many is 2 going to weigh? Get out your calculator. 158. For the quick math. 158. Okay? And then to get the atomic mass of the entire compound, which means we add up every single, so we have 2 of these. I'm going to. Okay? So we have the weight of this, and then we have the weight of both of these. So to figure out the compound, the weight of the entire thing, we are going to add them together. So 9. Okay, how are we doing on that? Okay. Yes.
Barium, whatever, it doesn't have to.
Yep. So the 2 will come directly after the BR. Okay, if we have 2 BR, it's going to come right after it.
I'm just changing.
Yep, that's fine. Perfect. So this means we have 2 BR. This means that we have 2 AG. It's whatever the number, whatever element comes right before the number. So I'm going to write a bunch of C4H8. I'm just making stuff up. So this is a made-up compound. So how many carbons do I have? It comes right after it. 4 carbons. How many? Yeah, hey, I'm going to hand it out in 1 second. I need you guys to know this, though.
Yes, sir.
How many hydrogen? 8.
8.
For oxygen? Why? It's the one, oh, it's a 6. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's like an 8. It's, kind of.
Yeah, that's how I draw my 6. There you go. 6, right? It's whatever number comes right after the element.
Because I said yes, sir. You mad because I said yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Did you get that? So it's whatever number comes right after. It's like the opposite saying of saying if I put it in front, it'd be I'd have 4 chlorine. Think like opposite. Or not chlorine. I have carbon 4. So 4 carbon. I don't know if that helps. It's whatever. It's a way of thinking. Okay, I'm handing out your worksheet. betcha.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
I do understand.
I do.
For your fun to do. And it's front and back.
Okay, good. But so now we have some problems.
Yeah.
You do the exact same thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get to the potassium iodide.
Do it on your own.
Some do.
And I explained to you.
Hey, rude. So what don't you understand about it?
Everything.
Oh, come on. That's a cheap answer.
For the dot
Give me something
diagrams,
good.
You have to get 8 for all of them.
Yep,
right?
you have to get 8 for all of them. Yep.
Okay, so first, what do you have to do?
Here, I want to see them do it on their own first.
I can't. I don't even know
Why
how
not?
to do it.
Why not?
Do one
Try it.
thing.
Try it. Give it a shot. Give it a shot on your own.
Do what?
Okay, right there. What do we do on the board? Look at your notes. You're taking good notes. Okay.
These are the easy ones.
These are not the easy ones.
It's a dot diagram.
It's a dot diagram.
Dot diagram.
I don't know how to do the dot diagram.
Okay. Write down Li. Let's start with Li.
Okay. Wait, that's how I did it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
These are just the simple ones that I taught you the other day, Layla. You were
I was
on
sick.
pretty.
Anna, that's not gonna help Rylan.
So you have to figure out how many valence electrons there are.
How do you know how many valence electrons there
They're
are?
column is it.
Look right out here. 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so it has 1 because it's in the first column.
It's like near. Like, are you near?
No, BR is the BR. No, yes, BR is -1. Oh, yeah.
Goodbye.